Green Beetle on South Main Street is Memphis's oldest tavern. Customers and workers say it's also haunted.
Local 24 News reporter Caitlin McCarthy joined the Memphis Ghost Investigation and Spirit Rescue Team, yes there is such a thing, to find out if there are any spirits behind this green door.
Welcome to the Green Beetle in downtown Memphis, opened in 1939 by Frank Liberto. His grandson runs the place now, but one of the bartenders says it's not uncommon to sense a certain vibration. And we're not talking about the music.
I don't know what it could be, but there is something that can move things without humans touching it in this building.
Ian Burnett has noticed things like the lights flickering, but it was when things started flying across the bar that gave him a chill.
We're going through a lot of wine glasses because whatever hangs out here likes to throw them off my wine rack.
That's when the Memphis Ghost Investigation and Spirit Rescue Team come in to help. Stephen, Jennifer, and Kayla have special abilities to communicate with spirits and sense their presence.
It always starts with listening and what you can do to let them know they're heard and to help them understand where they're at and how they can get past where they're at.
They'll show me what happened. They'll show me what they look like. They'll show me what happened, how they passed.
If I feel it higher, I know that's a spirit who's crossed over. If I feel it lower, it's what we call earthbound. That's someone who is still lingering here for some reason.
Their mission is to help people's spirits cross over to the other side and make peace with their life on Earth.
I can't get connected to her as to why she's still here.
They were then drawn to the mirror in the women's bathroom and see a young woman with long blonde hair and a theatrical personality and a vision of her possible death.
She definitely hit her head because when you were talking about that, she actually made me feel dizzy and I had to grab this and I felt like it was here. So I definitely feel like she fell and hit her head.
Yeah.
They then meet an older gentleman with gray hair and a lively personality.
Very, very high vibrational. Just very, I don't know, he's just very charming. Like he's very handsome, very charming.
They scan the old photos on the wall to see if they recognize him.
Maybe him?
Okay. I'm drawn to him.
Stephen explains that this man has crossed over, but this place is still special to him. They head to the basement office where they sense more of a presence.
I feel like the older gentleman must come down here a lot to be with his grandson.
They say the older gentleman is the original owner.
Oh, I think he's really proud of what's going on here.
Stephen finishes their investigation with a tuning fork and rose quartz. The ritual increases the vibrations in the room to help the spirits cross over and find their peace. And now they share their findings. When they begin to describe the original owner of the bar, Burnett immediately recognizes who they are describing and the feeling of being watched when he's in the office.
He's already crossed over. But he likes to come and kind of, this is his retirement, did he tell you?
Yes, he says my spiritual retirement.
And now that woman named Marilyn, who they first met in the bathroom mirror that likes to throw the wine glasses.
We picked up a female that's at the bar lot. She hates a lot of the music, especially when it's loud. She likes to mess with the kitchen. She would throw glasses.
But it was when they mentioned how she likes to tap people on the shoulder when Burnett was shocked.
That makes sense.
Does that ring a bell?
That's really, I'm like tearing up. That's really weird because like that happens all the time. No one's ever, that's really weird. No one's ever, like I didn't tell you guys that at all.
And she had a message for Burnett.
Basically, you need to set her out a wine glass and pour her a little drink and, you know, give her a little respect. Okay, that's all she's looking for. Maybe play some nice music in case.
For now, Marilyn is a little more at peace at the Green Beetle. In downtown Memphis, Caitlin McCarthy, Local 24 News.
What were they serving at the Green Beetle? During their investigation, the Spirit Rescue Team said they came in contact with a few other spirits in the basement of that restaurant and bar, who they claim to have helped cross to the other side. It's a web extra that's only on localmemphis.com.